Hey guys, my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today we are going to be finding out what messages your future spouse wants you to know. So if you are as excited as I am to find out exactly what your future spouse wants to say to you at this moment, then let's go ahead and take a look at your group picks. So for group number 1, we have this cute little cat earring. Isn't that adorable? My sister actually just got this for me as a Christmas present and I love it. We also have group number 2 with these beautiful heart-shaped earrings. And then last but not least, for group number 3, we have this cute little moon-shaped earring. So guys, I want you to go ahead and take a very big deep breath in. And now I want you to let it out. And now I want you to please close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about your future spouse and all of the things that they want to say to you. What channeled messages do they want to send your way? Now, whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes, and whichever earring your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one earring here, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, let's go ahead and take a look at your reading today. Hello, group 1. So, if you chose these cute little cat earrings today, then hey, hello and welcome to your reading. So first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by. It really means so much to me and I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Now I do want to let you know right now, please make sure to stay tuned towards the end, because after we are done looking at the tarot cards, we are going to be diving into some channeled messages today. So we're going to be hearing word for word what your future spouse wants you to know. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this reading, okay? Because I know you guys are dying to hear it. I'm going to go ahead and place this off to the side like so, and let's start shuffling through your tarot cards. So Spirit, please give us all of the tea. What does group 1's future spouse want them to know? What messages do they want to send my group 1 folks today? Can we get some messages, please, from group 1's future spouse? Can we get some messages, please? What wants to come through? What wants to come through? Ooh, there we go. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys. We literally have the Magician card coming through. I do believe the Magician card represents Aquarius and Virgo energy. So you could be in Aquarius or Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. Or this could be representing your future spouse as well. They could be one of those signs. But the Magician is literally one of the prettiest cards ever, because this card talks about limitless potential. This talks about being able to literally see the magic in a person and being able to see all of the blessings that are in store for them. This talks about somebody who is so powerful and who can do absolutely anything they set their mind on. So I don't know if you right now at this moment have been feeling smaller. I don't know if you have been feeling like you are insignificant or that you can't do whatever it is you want to do within your life. If that is the case, and your future spouse wants you to know that they believe in you so much, even if you haven't met this person yet, they know that you are incredible and that whoever they end up with, they have so much potential. So your future spouse wants you to know that whatever it is you're going through right now, you are so much bigger than these obstacles. You are somebody who can do absolutely anything. So do not ever let yourself feel small. Do not ever let yourself feel insignificant, because you can take on the world and you can do anything. So yeah, I also think your future spouse just wants you to know that they just see you in the best light ever. They just see you as somebody who is so incredible and so amazing, and they definitely see you as a boss babe as well. So I love that. I love that. So don't ever doubt your abilities, because you are somebody who can take on the world and look fabulous while doing it, and also just become a freaking queen in the process. So we love that. Now, we also have the star. Yeah, the star literally talks about wishes coming true. So yeah, I definitely think that you are trying to go after a dream here. And I feel like maybe there has been a lot of people coming up to you and telling you that you can't do this, that your dreams are too big for you and you are too small for those dreams. I think that you have been having people trying to put you in a box, trying to tell you you should do this, you should do that. And they've been just trying to steer you away from your life goals. And your future spouse wants you to know that no matter how big your dreams are, you are bigger than those dreams. No matter what obstacles you go through, you will get through them effortlessly. Excuse me, I can't talk. And you will also be able to accomplish anything. So stop doubting yourself. That is what your future spouse wants you to know. Stop freaking doubting yourself. You are a star, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. So let's see what else your future spouse wants you to know. Let's see what else your future spouse wants you to know. Yeah, the Two of Swords. Yeah, this talks about indecisiveness. This talks about not really believing yourself and doubting yourself again. So yeah, I definitely think that at this moment, you are kind of trying to figure out where you need to go within your life. You are at a place in your life where you feel called to go one way, but everyone else is telling you to go another way. And I think that right now, wherever you are at, you are going through a pivotal moment within your life. If you decide to keep on going down the path of your dreams, I think that eventually you will get there. And that is what your future spouse wants you to know. But if you decide to take a U-turn, if you decide to listen to what other people are telling you, if you decide to do something more traditional or do something that other people do, right? Like, I don't know, go to school and become a teacher, right? Then that would be the wrong move, because whatever it is your dreams are, even if they are huge and incredibly bold, you have what it takes. And your future spouse wants you to know that they see your potential, that they know that you can do absolutely anything you set your mind on, but you have to be able to believe it yourself. You have to be able to look at yourself and see a star in the making. And if you continue to look at yourself and just see somebody so small, if you continue to look at yourself and just see like a dud, then you will stop going after your dreams, and instead you will do something more traditional. Instead, you will again just go back to school and become a teacher or something like that, right? So yeah, I'm also getting this idea here that maybe your future spouse wants you to know that they might also be a little bit indecisive themselves. I'm kind of getting a little bit of like Libra energy here, because Libras are always known for being a little bit indecisive. So your future spouse could be a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. But I'm getting this idea here that maybe they themselves have been waiting for a really long time to find you. I think that for a really long time, they have been holding out on just dating just anyone, right? Because they are hoping that one day they will find you. They will find their soulmate, find the person who is the person of their dreams, right? I'm kind of getting this idea that your future spouse kind of has like a huge set of standards or things that they're looking for in their perfect person. So let's say, for example, their perfect person is somebody who is very tall. Their perfect person is somebody who follows their dreams, who is very bold, and maybe even has a soft spot, right? Like, they have this huge list of things that they're looking for in a person, and I think that for the longest time they haven't been settling for just anyone, right? They are waiting for their perfect person, for the person who makes them, who doesn't just meet their standards, but who exceeds them and who makes them feel good and makes them feel happy and magical. And that person is you, obviously. And that is what I'm seeing here with the Ace of Wands, because the Ace of Wands talks about following your heart. It talks about waiting to find somebody who brings you that huge amount of passion and love and inspiration. You are their person, group 1. But I do think that within the past few months, or maybe within the past year, your future spouse has been feeling a bit indecisive. Maybe they've been feeling like, oh, am I ever going to meet my person? And am I ever going to meet this individual who I'm holding out for? And I think within the past year or within the past few months, they have been maybe even second guessing themselves and thinking, should I just, settle for something less than? Should I just settle for someone who doesn't meet my standards, who doesn't make me feel good, just so that I can be in a relationship, right? So, yeah, I think they just want you to know that they've been feeling a little bit indecisive themselves. They've been feeling a little bit hopeless. But at the end of the day, I think that your person wants you to know that they're still holding out for you. They're still waiting for you. You are a dream for them that hasn't come true yet. You are their North Star, and they are still waiting for you. So I definitely think your future spouse is a bit of a romantic, group 1. They are definitely a bit of a romantic, and I think that that's really, really beautiful to see. I love that. I love that for you. Your person is definitely somebody who I could see, like, writing love poems for you and, writing little letters for you as well. I don't know if you've ever met somebody who does this, but I actually did this once myself. I wrote a letter for my future spouse, even though I've never met them and I wasn't dating anyone. I just wrote a letter and I told them all the things that I was excited for about meeting them and all the things I wanted to do with them once I did meet them. So yeah, I am definitely somebody who I would say is a bit of a romantic, and I feel like your future spouse is kind of like that as well. So I think that that's really, really sweet. Let's go ahead and move these cards up, and let's take a look at y'all's channeled messages here. After we are done looking at the channeled messages, we are going to take a look at some oracle cards as well, so definitely make sure to stay tuned for that. But let's see what your person wants you to know. Group 1's future spouse. What do they want them to know? Can we get some messages, please, for my group 1 folks? Some messages from their future spouse, please. Let's see what wants to come through, Spirit. What wants to come through? Beautiful. That card came out so, like, heavy. Guys, we literally had, like, a huge amount of cards come through. I'm just going to put that back in there because that was too much to take. Let's see if just one card will pop out. There we go. Let's get another message. Okay, 2 cards. Beautiful. So, let's see what came through for you guys. Oh my gosh. We have your perfection. Your beauty amazes me. I'm not sure how I attracted in someone like you, but I'm forever grateful. Guys, that makes so much sense. Like I was saying, your future spouse is someone who has been waiting for the perfect person for them, and you are that person. And so, yeah, they want you to know that. They want you to know how amazing you are, how incredible you are. Even if they haven't met you yet, they know that you are perfect because they are waiting for their perfect person. Does that make sense? And because you're their person, you are perfect, okay? We also have, you're so smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversations. Oh, that is so cute. I love that. So yeah, I think your person, like, they are really going to adore you so much, group 1. Like, they really see you in just the brightest light imaginable. In their eyes, you are literally someone who could do no wrong. Oh my gosh, we have you're my soulmate. It must be written in the stars because you most definitely are my destiny. We belong together. Literally, I love how it says it must have been written in the stars because, again, we literally have the star card coming through. What was I saying? Your person is just the biggest romantic ever. They did not want to settle for just anyone. And so you are that person. You are the person that ignites their heart, ignites their passion. You are their soulmate. So not only are you their future spouse, but you are just the only one for them. You are their future spouse, you are their soulmate, you are their person, and I love that. And we also have you hurt me. Everything that happened hurt me so much. I need more time to heal. That's interesting. So I think I want to maybe clarify this. Spirit, will you clarify this card, you hurt me? What is this talking about? Let's get some messages. There we go. Okay. That's interesting. So before I talk about this, and to be fair, we did get the Three of Pentacles. Before I talk about that, I think I just want to pull the Oracle cards so that we can get the full-on picture of what that is talking about. Spirit, can we get some cards, please? What does Group 1's person want them to know? Can we get some messages from their future spouse? Group 1's future spouse. What do they want them to know? Okay, yeah. That's interesting. So, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. For some of you guys, I'm getting about two messages here. For some of you guys, your person, your future spouse, might be somebody who you have known for some time now. This could be somebody who is a family friend or someone who you have mutual friends with. The reason why I'm saying that is because we have healing family issues coming through. We also have repair and the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles talks about, you know, working with someone. This talks about being at the job, going to school with someone. So again, your future spouse could be somebody who you have already met. This could be somebody who was a family friend, who is a mutual friend, maybe somebody who you went to high school with, somebody who you even work with right now. And that could be part of the problem as to why your person feels so indecisive right now, because I feel like from the moment that they met you, they felt something special from you. They felt a connection with you. Even if you guys barely talked to each other, they just looked at you and they saw you as somebody who was a star. They saw you as somebody who was this perfect, smart, incredible human being. And it's almost like they knew from the start that you were their person. But maybe they tried to talk to you and you just didn't seem that interested. Maybe they just get the vibe that you are not open to being in a connection right now. Maybe you have always been unavailable. Maybe you have been dating other people, and so they never just had that perfect moment to try to take a shot at you. Or maybe they just saw you as somebody who would never want to be with them, right? Maybe they saw you as somebody who was so perfect, so amazing, and they themselves saw them as somebody who was small. They saw themselves as somebody who was too insignificant to ever catch your eye. And so I'm getting this idea that it's almost like, even though it's almost like the idea of you rejecting them hurt them so much, right? The idea of you not wanting to be with them has really caused them to just take a step back and be on their own. And I think that they themselves just have a lot of things within their own heart and within their own mind that they need to repair before they could ever get the boldness to go back towards you and tell you their feelings and try to date you and admit their feelings for you. So yeah, I'm just getting the idea here that your person, they do have a lot of things emotionally and mentally that they need to heal. They need to work on their self-confidence before they ever try to come up towards you again and try to give you another shot. Try to give it another shot and try to see if you might like them. Does that make sense? And I am getting the idea that for just a small amount of you, they may have already told you that they liked you. And again, maybe you just didn't seem interested. Maybe you didn't seem like you wanted to date them or something. And so yeah, they've been working on themselves, trying to better themselves so that they can become more attractive in your eyes. So maybe they have been, you know, going to the gym. Maybe they've been working on doing better within their job, within their finances. They have just been trying to become a person that you could no longer deny. Does that make sense? Now for the other half of you guys, I'm getting this idea that if you have not met this person yet, then this is somebody who has family issues themselves. This is somebody who has some things that they need to work on. Some of these things, again, maybe coming from like a family problem. Maybe they didn't have a mom or dad that was always there, always in the picture. Maybe somebody passed away who they were very close to. Maybe they grew up in a toxic family life. But the other thing that I'm seeing here is maybe they have, you know, encountered a lot of problems within their work life. Maybe they have had coworkers be mean to them, but something has happened within their life, within their past, that has really hurt them and has put a damper on their self-confidence, put a damper on their self-esteem, and at the end of the day, they just have some past baggage here that they need to repair, that they need to work on, and they are trying to work on that. I think that they want you to know that they're trying to work on all these things, on trying to better themselves so that whenever they do meet you, that they will be, again, the perfect person for you. They can be your perfect companion, okay? And I'm also getting this idea here that they want you to know, going off of that, at the end of the day, the final message that I'm seeing here is that they want you to know that you can accomplish anything. Again, you can accomplish anything. That is what I'm seeing here with the Three of Pentacles. This talks about working hard and working towards your goal. They want you to know that you have what it takes, and no matter what harder times you go through, you will be able to repair any type of mental things you might be going through, any type of self-confidence issues you might be facing. If you are going through a moment within your life where you are doubting yourself, where you're doubting yourself and your potential, just know that your future spouse believes in you so much. Your future spouse sees you as somebody who can effortlessly go through any problem, go through any darkness, and make it out on the other side as a winner. You are going to do so many amazing things, and your future spouse, like, they will always be in your corner. They will always, always believe in you. So, yeah, it's time for you to believe in yourself, Group 1, okay? So, yeah, you guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an incredible rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, Group 2. So if you chose these beautiful heart-shaped earrings today, then hey, hello, how are you? And thank you so much for feeling called to check out my channel and my reading today. I really feel so blessed to be able to have you guys here every time I post a video. It just means the world to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just place this off to the side like so, and let's take a look at your messages. Oh, I do want to remind you guys, please try to stay tuned towards the end of this reading, because we are going to be taking a look at some channeled messages here. So these cards are going to be letting you know word for word what your future spouse wants you to know. So don't forget to check out that part of this reading today. But let's see what wants to come through for you guys. Spirit, for Group 2, can we get some messages from Group 2's future spouse? What do they want them to know? Please give us some messages here. Wow, we got 2 cards coming through. Let's see what else wants to come through. Lovely. Let's see what these cards are so far. Wow. Okay. Wow, that is so cute. So I do think I just want to get maybe one more card, but I don't know. I don't know, maybe this is the last card I'm going to be talking to you guys about, actually. So, for the back of the deck energy, we have the Empress coming through. The Empress card is such a gorgeous card. This does represent Taurus energy, so you could be a Taurus, or your future spouse could be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. Now, this is such a lovely card because this talks about literally like the perfect person, right? This talks about somebody who is just absolutely incredible in every single way. I mean, this is literally the Empress. If I were to compare the Empress to like a Greek god, I would say the Empress is like Aphrodite, right? This is somebody who is like beauty incarnate. This is somebody who is love, the epitome of love. And so yeah, I'm definitely getting the idea here that your future spouse wants you to know that they see you as somebody who is literally beauty incarnate, right? They see you as somebody who is just like Aphrodite, and I definitely think that they want you to know that they're holding out for you, that they are waiting for you, they're waiting to meet you, and I just think that that is so lovely and so beautiful to see here. The reason why I'm saying that they're waiting for you is because we literally have the Three of Wands coming through, and the Three of Wands talks about literally awaiting results. This talks about looking towards the future and waiting for your ships to come sailing in, right? I mean, if you look at this guy, he is literally just like holding on to like a rod, right? He's holding on to a rod and he's just like looking out towards the world, looking out in the distance, and it's almost like he's thinking about all of the hopes and dreams that he is aspiring to achieve and to go after, right? And what is it that your future spouse is awaiting for? What is it that your future spouse wants so much? It is you, group 3. I almost say group 3. It is you, group 2. They want you. They are waiting for you. And so I'm kind of getting the idea that they want you to know that they have just been biding their time, you know, trying to do the same old, trying to go to work, trying to get an education, trying to just do all the mundane tasks, preparing themselves so that they can meet you, so that they can create a life with you. They are just waiting for their perfect person to show up, and you are that perfect person. The reason why I'm saying that they're just biding their time and waiting for you is because we literally have the Two of Pentacles, and this talks about somebody who is just like trying to multitask, trying to you know, just do all of their priorities and you know, do everything that they need to do within the day. And I think that, again, they are just waiting for you to come in. They're waiting to meet you. And before that happens, they're just going to keep on trying to live their life. They're going to keep on trying to do their best because they want to be the best person for you. It's almost like everything that they do right now, it is in preparation for you. And so they are trying to go out and get an education. They're trying to go out and get a good job so that they can provide for you one day, so that they can be able to give you all of the riches that they want to give you, right? And I love to see that. I mean, we literally have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups, this talks about feeling so content. This talks about living a life of abundance, a life of pleasure, and they want to be able to give you that pleasure. And I love that because literally with the Taurus energy coming through, Tauruses are people who love pleasure. They love to live the good life, right? They love to be able to just do all the things that they want to do, and they just lap up all of the simple pleasures in life, right? And so I just think that your person, they want to treat you like a Taurus, right? They want to treat you like a freaking queen, and they want to be able to give you all of these luxuries. They want to be able to provide for you all these pleasures, all of this money, so that you can be like a Taurus and live the good life and just enjoy all of the abundance and love and beautiful delicacies that come your way. So yeah, what does your future spouse want you to know? They want you to know that you are literally their sunshine. you are their sun, and they just revolve around you, and they will do absolutely anything to treat you the way that you deserve to be treated, to worship you at your altar. Like, my gosh, group 2, you are so freaking lucky. You are so lucky to have this person, because they are literally going to be just doing anything for you. If you wanted them to hand feed you grapes, like, they will do that for you in a heartbeat, and they will love every single second of it. So my goodness, you are so lucky, group 2. You are so lucky, and you have such an amazing person that is going to be coming your way in the future. So let's go ahead and take a look at the other messages here for group 2. Can we get some messages, please? What does group 2's future spouse want them to know? Let's get some extra messages. Wow, look at that. Okay, I think I want to get maybe one more card. Let's see if one more card wants to come through. Oh, okay, we got 2 cards. We'll take that. Okay, so you guys, we have Ghosted coming through. It says, I'm sorry I disappeared. I needed to get away to clear my head. Before we talk about that, let's take a look at all the other cards. We've got Not the Right Time. I am overwhelmed with responsibilities. I don't have the time or energy for a relationship. The Future. I daydream about our future together, going on adventures and growing old together. I want it all. Something to say. There's something I really want to share with you. I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. And then we have Twin Flame. You activated my soul to find my true purpose and destiny in life. You helped me heal in ways no one else could. Thank you for finding me again this time around. Okay, guys, so I am getting 2 messages coming through, okay? So with the Ghosted and Not the Right Time coming through, I think that for half of you guys, I feel like once you meet your future spouse, you are going to want to be with them. You're going to feel a connection with them, a freaking twin flame connection, which is an absolutely beautiful feeling to feel, right? You're going to feel an undeniable attraction towards them, an undeniable pull towards them. And yet, this person, your future spouse, for some reason or another, is going to feel like it's not the right time to be with you. And I think maybe for the most part, the reason why they are not going to be with you is because of the fact that they want to be your perfect person. They want to be able to give you literally the life of your dreams, right? They want to treat you like the empress that you are. And they can't do that if they are not at a good place within their life at the moment, right? They can't do that if they're not making a lot of money, if they don't have a good job, or they don't have the finances, right? They can't do that if they are not in a good place within their own body as well, within their own mind. Maybe your future spouse has some mental things, some things from the past that they need to work on so that they can be the perfect person for you. So I think that, again, for half of you guys, your person, either you have met them already, or if you haven't met them, you will be meeting them. And for some reason or another, they're not going to be able to be with you at that moment. They might even end up ghosting you. They might end up not talking to you. They might end up just stop talking to you, right? And I think that at the end of the day, the reason why they are doing these things is because they're trying to work on themselves and become the person that you need them to be. But I do think that they're not going to maybe handle it in the best way, right? Like, again, they're not going, they're just going to stop talking to you. And they're not going to tell you that the reason why they're ghosting you is because they do see you as their person. They see you as their future spouse, but they don't see them as the person that can provide for you and give you the life that you deserve. And so I don't think that they're going to handle that right, and that is going to leave you not seeing them in the best light. But I do think that eventually they will come back towards you. They will have something to say to you. They're going to tell you that they see you as their future, and they see you as their twin flame. They see you as somebody who they want to be with forever, and that even if they didn't treat you right in the past, that they will treat you right within the future, and they're going to beg you for another chance, okay? Now, for the other half of you, I'm getting the idea here that I'm getting the idea here that currently within their life, they are going through a hard time. They are feeling really overwhelmed, and maybe they themselves have been ghosted by somebody, and that has caused them to maybe doubt themselves. That has caused them to just kind of give up on love in a way. And it's almost like because they've given up on love, they've only really been focusing on their job, on bettering themselves. But, like, in the back of their mind, in the back of their head, they're still hoping that they will meet the love of their lives. They're still hoping that they will meet somebody like you who will bring them so much joy and so much happiness. And that is why, again, they are also working so hard to work on themselves and to be able to create a good life for themselves, so that one day, whenever they do meet you, they can give you what you need. They can give you what you deserve. So yeah, at the end of the day, everything that they are, everything that they do, it is so that they can have that amazing future. It's so that they can carve out a gorgeous future filled with abundance, filled with happiness, so that once they do meet you, or once they cross paths with you again, they will be able to give you the life that you deserve. They will be able to tell you that they feel like you are their person, that they feel like you are their twin flame, and that everything that they did and everything that they have become was so that they can be your person. So yeah, you guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. Oh, wait! I actually forgot to do the oracle messages here. We have some extra oracle messages. I'm sorry, you guys. Scratch that. Let's get some extra messages here. Spirit, can we get an extra message here? What does group 2's person want them to know? Group 2's future spouse. What do they want them to know? Lovely. Let's get one more card here. Group 2's future spouse. Can we get one more card? Okay. So, we have honeymoon coming through. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And we also have detox. So again, this detox card, this could again be talking about how if they have met you in the past and they have ghosted you, or if they do end up meeting you in the future and they end up ghosting you then, it is because they are trying to go through this detox within their mind, within their body. They're trying to get rid of anything from the past that might be affecting them. They're trying to get rid of any low self-esteem that they might have, any mental things they might be dealing with. They're trying to become the best person for you, okay? And they can't become that best person for you if they don't take a time out and focus on themselves, right? Now, I'm also getting the idea here that once they do come together with you, once they are with you, they are going to treat you so, so well. They're always going to want to provide for you. And I think that they are never, ever fully going to get out of that honeymoon stage with you. Like, you are just so incredible, so amazing, that they are always going to worship you and love you just as much as they loved you from the first moment that they met you. Does that make sense? So they want you to know that no matter how many years pass, no matter how long they are with you, they will always love you just as much as they loved you from the first moment that they were with you. So that is so beautiful. They are just going to have a timeless, endless love for you. I love that. So yeah, you guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an incredible rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 3. So if you chose this beautiful moon earring today, then hey, hello, how are you? And welcome to this reading today. So guys, I just want to let you know before we continue on that I am just so appreciative of you guys for stopping by my channel. It just means the world to me. I love being able to make videos like this for you guys every single day. It just always brings a smile to my face, so thank you so, so much. So I'm going to go ahead and place this off to the side, and let's take a look at your tarot cards. Now, I do want to let you guys know, try to stay tuned towards the end of this reading, because after we are done doing your tarot cards, we are going to take a look at some channeled messages here that I have off to the side, and this is just going to give us an idea as to what your future spouse wants you to know word for word. So don't forget about that amazing part of this reading. But let's see what wants to come through for you guys today. Spirit, for group 3, what does their future spouse want them to know, Spirit? For group 3, can we get some messages, please, from group 3's future spouse? Okay, look at that card. This card right here, can you see it? It wanted to come through for sure. Let's see what else wants to make an appearance. For group 3, what messages wants to come through? Ooh, okay. Nah, I'm going to put that back in there. I'm sorry, you guys. That was like 2 cards stuck together. I would prefer for just 1 card to pop out. Let's see. Spirit, can we get some messages, please? For group 3. There we go. See? 1 card. We love that. Spirit, can we get another message, please? From group 3. There we go. Let's see what is coming through. Okay, we have the 6 of Swords making an appearance. We have the 2 of Wands. And we also have the Page of Wands. Okay. So what do they want you to know? We also have the King of Swords coming through as well. So with the King of Swords, this does talk about air energy. So you or your person could be an air sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. So I am talking about our lovely Libras, Geminis, Aquariuses. We also have a bit of fire energy coming through as well. And that does talk about Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. So guys, I'm getting the idea here. I'm getting 2 different messages coming through. I think that the first message I'm seeing is that your person, group 3, they want you to know that their life hasn't always been easy. In fact, it has been quite hard. And I think that your person, they could have honestly traveled a lot within their lives. And I think a lot of that traveling has to do with them running away from their past, running away from things that have hurt them, and running away from things that just didn't end well for them. And so these can talk about several different things. Maybe your person decided to move away from their hometown because their hometown was just filled with a lot of unhappiness, a lot of bad memories. Maybe they didn't have a great family life growing up. Maybe their parents weren't very nice to them. They could have had an abusive mom or dad. They could have had siblings who were just really mean and cruel towards them. And so because of that, it caused them to want to move away and to want to just go somewhere else and get away from that, right? This doesn't have to just talk about, you know, just moving away from home because of going through like some family things like that. Maybe this person, they could have decided to switch jobs, and maybe because they switched jobs, that caused them to have to move away from home in that way. Does that make sense? So maybe they were working at a place where the people were really mean to them, really rude to them. They weren't very nice, and so they just needed a change of pace. And so they decided to take a new job in a new state or in a new city across town. Or does that make sense? And so that caused them to kind of get away from that bad place and go somewhere new. Now, this doesn't physically have to talk about moving. This doesn't have to talk about moving from one place to another, even though I am getting the idea for a lot of you guys that this person has probably moved from different places, right? I'm getting the idea that they have probably moved from their hometown and went somewhere else. But this could simply be talking about how maybe they went through a lot of transitions within their relationships. Maybe they dated somebody who was really mean to them, who wasn't kind towards them, and so they just ran away from them. Maybe they just ended up ghosting them and they just, ran off and did something different, right? I'm just kind of getting the idea that your person, I think they want you to know that for the longest time, they have had a hard time at facing their problems, facing their fears. They've had a hard time at really, just taking on their problems head on, and instead they have ran away from them. Okay? And maybe running away could have represented them, physically getting up and moving to a whole other country or a whole nother state to get away from their family, to get away from the people who were mean to them. This could have talked about how they decided to, just leave their job and take on a new job somewhere else. Just like that, because they didn't want to have to face their coworkers or maybe face a mean boss or something like that, right? This could have talked about how they ended up just ghosting the person they were dating because maybe that person wasn't very cool, or maybe they just didn't feel the same way for them anymore or something like that, right? For the longest time, your person, I feel like, has had a hard time handling problems head on, and instead they have ran away from them. But I think that they want you to know that they have been doing a lot of soul searching. They have been working on themselves so much, and they have been trying to get outside of their comfort zone. They have been trying to become the person that is worthy of being with someone absolutely amazing and absolutely incredible, which is you. Does that make sense, right? They've been becoming the person that is worthy of dating an amazing individual, and you are that amazing individual who they are hoping to one day be with, right? Even if they haven't met you yet, they know that their person is out there, and they're trying to prepare themselves for you. They're trying to become the person that you deserve, and I think that that is really, really lovely to see. But they still want you to know that they have a hard time facing conflict. They have a hard time really just dealing with, again, their problems head on, but they are working on that. I think that maybe they have created this 10-step plan on how they can work on themselves so that they can become the person that is worthy of you. I feel like maybe for a lot of you guys, your person, your future spouse could have gone through a lot of therapy. Maybe they found a counselor to talk to, an advisor, right? And if that's not the case, then maybe they have been doing a lot of journaling, trying to find a peace within their own selves, trying to find an opportunity, a place where they feel comfortable enough to talk to themselves and to face their own demons, right? And at the end of the day, they are coming out of this phase within their lives. They're coming out of this moment of them doing a lot of soul searching, doing a lot of soul mending, working on themselves, and they are coming out of that such an incredible person. They are coming out of that as the King of freaking Swords, baby, who we love to see. And the King of Swords, this is somebody who is very logical. This is somebody who has control of their emotions, who can regulate their emotions very, very well. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel like they are becoming somebody who doesn't run away from their demons, who doesn't run away from challenges, who faces them head on. And they are doing these things because they are hoping to one day meet you and to one day be the person who can be an amazing individual for you, right? Who can give you the life that is amazing, that is awesome. And I love that. And we literally have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands talks about somebody who is adventurous. This talks about somebody who's very cheerful, who is very optimistic. So I definitely think that this is who they are aiming to become, right? That is who they want to be. And they want to be that person for you. And I feel like if you give them some time, they will become that person. So yeah, I feel like once you meet them, and they tell you about their past, and they tell you about how they in the past was somebody who ran away from their problems, you are going to be so surprised, baby, because I feel like once you meet them, they are going to have gone through these glow ups. They are going to have gone through all these soul searching moments, all of these healing moments, and they are going to become this person who is very optimistic, become this person who is very hopeful, who is very extroverted, and I love that. And I feel like at the end of the day, you are really going to enjoy talking to this person, and they are going to enjoy talking to you as well. They're going to love y'all's conversations, and I feel like from the moment you guys meet, things are always going to be very exciting, and I feel like things are honestly going to move very quickly between you guys. You guys are very quickly going to meet each other, feel a spark between one another, and instantly, I feel like within a matter of weeks or even a matter of days or hours, you guys are going to be like falling madly in love with each other. So let's go ahead and move on from that exciting stuff, and let's take a look at your channeled messages. Okay, so can we get some channeled messages from group 3's future spouse? What do they want them to know, Spirit? Can we get some messages, please? What do they want them to know? Interesting. Ooh, okay, that is interesting. Honestly, you guys, this changes things a bit. And I honestly find this to be, again, my favorite word, very interesting. So, first of all, we have showing out. And it says, I'm acting like I don't care about what's happened between us, but I do. I just want to appear unbothered. We have missing you. I miss you. I wish things were different. Will you listen? There's so many things I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? Will you believe me? And then we also have not the right time. I'm overwhelmed with responsibilities. I don't have the time or energy for a relationship. Okay, guys. So you know how I said how your person is somebody who has literally always like ran away from their problems, ran away from any harder moments and things like that? I'm kind of getting the idea that for at least 75% of you guys, you were somebody who they ran away from. Okay, I feel like maybe this is somebody who you could have dated in the past, or maybe somebody who you were friends with, or something like that. And I feel like maybe you guys were going through a rougher patch, maybe you guys started going through a harder time, and instead of facing that harder time head on, instead of taking on those challenges and talking to you guys about those harder times, instead they decided to run away from you. Instead they decided to, you know, literally just stop talking to you, and they started to just run away, and they just ghosted you right out of nowhere. And so I'm getting the idea that they want you to know that that was the biggest mistake of their lives, that they have so many regrets over what they did, because we literally have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords talks about literally staying up at night, thinking about all of the things that could have been, thinking about all the things from the past that just plague them to this day. And we also have the Hermit, which talks about spending time on your own and really alienating other people and just being like a lone wolf, right? And we also have the Lovers, and the Lovers talks about meeting your freaking person, your one true mate, okay? And so I'm getting the idea that from the very beginning, you have been their person. You have been the person that has made them so happy, that has made their heart soar. But for some reason or another, you guys had a rough patch, or you guys were going through a harder time, and it caused them to run away from you. Or it is worth mentioning that maybe your person just started going through a rougher patch all on their own. Okay, does that make sense? Maybe they started like maybe they had a death in the family, or maybe they had something tough going on that they were facing. Maybe they had an illness, or they were just going through a really hard time within their education or their work life, and instead of talking about these harder times with you, instead of, you know, just opening up to people, they decided to just completely alienate people and just run away and just be on their own. Does that make sense? So yeah, they could have been having a harder time with you, going through a rougher patch with you, or they could have just been going through a rough patch in general within their own life, and they just kind of tried to run away from it and act like things weren't going on within their lives when things were happening, and they just didn't want to face it. They didn't want to face those problems, so they instead just ran away and ghosted people and alienated people and just became a lone wolf. And I think that in the process just caused them to create a void between you guys, and from that moment they have just regretted what they did because they miss you so much and they want to be able to talk to you. I feel like for the longest time maybe they have been reaching out to you, because it literally says, will you listen? They've been reaching out to you, trying to talk to you, trying to get in communication with you, but maybe you haven't been letting them in. And it's because you're mad at them. It's because you're upset with how they handled things, and they've just created a really big rift between you guys. Now, for the other, like maybe 35% of you guys, this could just simply be talking about how I feel like in the future they are going to end up meeting you, right? And I think that honestly, even though they seem like somebody who is absolutely incredible, even though they seem like somebody who is very optimistic and very, very incredible, I think that if you guys end up going through a harder time, which, I mean, you will, because everybody goes through harder times, right? That's just a part of being with someone. I think that they may end up, ghosting you or leaving you, right? Or this could be talking about how they may end up alienating you as they are trying to deal with other things within their lives, right? As they are trying to deal with things that might be going on that is hard for them. And they may just not know how to balance everything, right? They may not know how to balance you and balance all of the problems that they are facing. And so they may end up, again, just kind of alienating you for a time. I think that no matter what, something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. And you guys are going to have you're going to get upset with them, right? You're going to get upset with them, and they are going to end up missing you. They're going to end up trying to go up to you and trying to fix things. And you may be the one telling them, like, no, now is not the right time, right? I thought that you were somebody who wouldn't alienate me. I thought that you were somebody who wouldn't ghost me. I thought that you were different from everyone else. So, yeah, I definitely think whether you have known this person in the past or you will be meeting them in the future, you guys are going to go through a harder moment. You guys are going to end up maybe drifting apart from each other, but I do see them obviously bridging that gap between you because this is your future spouse, right? And I'm even seeing a tinier message here that goes back to the very beginning of this reading, the very beginning of this message with missing you and not the right time. I feel like they have been somebody who has missed other people within their past, right? They have been somebody who alienated people, who ran away from their problems, and it caused them to have a lot of regrets. It caused them to be upset with how they handled things, and because of that, they have tried to become a better person. They've tried to become somebody who wouldn't run away from people. So yeah, I am getting a third message here, which goes back again to our to the beginning of this reading. So for like maybe 10% of you guys, you may not end up going through a harder time with them that causes them to leave you, but you are going to talk to them about how they did that in the past to other people. Does that make sense? So yeah, you guys, I hope that makes sense, because I feel like I'm throwing out a lot of different messages there. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on, and let's take a look at your oracle cards here. So Spirit, for Group 3, can we get some oracle messages here? Can we get some final messages? What does Group 3's future spouse want them to know? Group 3's future spouse. What does Group 3's future spouse want them to know? Okay. So we have creativity coming through. And we also have let your friends help you. Okay, so I think that this is talking about how y'all's friends are going to be very important to you guys, okay? I definitely think that you guys are going to really not just be friends with each other, but you guys are going to have a big group of people who you become friends with. And I definitely think that that core friend group that you guys are going to have, it's going to be very important to you guys. And it's going to be something that really causes you guys to just get up and have a big smile on y'all's faces, right? So I think your future spouse just wants you to know that they're excited to form this group with you, and they're gonna love all of y'all's friends that you guys make, and they're just going to enjoy every second that they get to spend with you and that they get to spend with all of y'all's friends in general. We also have creativity, right? And I think that this is talking about how they just see you as such a creative person. They see you as somebody who has so much potential to do so many amazing things. You may be somebody who's drawn towards the arts, and if you are, then I think that they just really admire your creativity. They admire your artistic way of doing things, right? So yeah, they just see you as somebody who has such a bright mind. They see you as somebody who is like an idea person, who is an artistic person, and they just see the best in you, and they are so excited to see you become the amazing person that they know that you can become. So yeah, you guys, I think that they also just want to remind you to not forget to talk to your friends that you have now. You may be going through like a harder time within your life right now. Maybe you feel like you are running out of ideas, or you feel like you have lost your sense of passion, your sense of inspiration. And I think that your person, your future spouse, wants you to know to not forget the friends that you have. Do not forget that you have people who are here to support you. And if you ever feel like you are running out of ideas, or you feel like you are losing your passion or losing your spark of inspiration, don't forget to go towards your friends and talk to them about this. And maybe they will help you and give you some new ideas that will get you back on the right track and get you back to feeling inspired and feeling excited. So yeah, you guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a huge like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys.